Alright, so back out here today, day after drilling it, and you can see this mat, nice, it's drying down in the sun, all this stuff, it died, hopefully. We got some stuff it didn't kill here, but all this grass and all. See, we cut through that thatch, we got seed in the dirt. That's what I wanted to know. But yeah, I really like what I see as far as a rolling crimp. It's gonna help a lot with up and coming weeds. See, we got some weeds coming. We're gonna have another flush of weeds here where we rolled all this stuff down, and some of this grass is gonna come back. We're not spraying it. We just rolled everything down and let it. But as you can see, for the most part, everything is it's dead or dying. It's heat and all with it laid down. This grass, it ain't laying back up. I mean, it looked flatter today than it did yesterday when I rolled and crimped it. So, but I didn't roll and crimp it. I used the drill and roll and crimp. So, this plot did a lot better to my notion than the other plot on the other side of the head. We'll go look at that in just a second. But, yeah, to my notion, this did a better job. And because it was so thick. And you can see, like, this was even thicker than this is. So you see how thick this was. You still see the drill. So what I am afraid of, though, I do feel like you'd be better off having a crimper on the drill along with the drill. Like have one mounted in front of the drill, because this ain't really, you're just using the press wheels to crimp with, right? So you got a mat with your front quarters. There's about you say 6 inches between the spacers and the bottom of the disc, and you're cutting maybe about 1.5 inches deep. So you got about that much room. So you're not really crimping everything with the front quarters. You're laying everything down, but you're not really crimping it. And that's why this does a very good job when it's thick. You can tell where it's not so thick, you don't get as good a crimp, but you do still get the penetration you get through. What I'm kind of worried about, which is going to be good to see, all this dries and dies down. We'll see what happens, but I want to see what kind of germination we get through this. And I know with no-till you're supposed to plant thicker. Don't plant thinner, plant thicker, because you want to make sure you got the seed out there. Because if you plant into this, then you want to make sure you got something comes up through it. And to get this, you need to plant thicker anyway. So you get better weed control if you got, see this right here, we wouldn't have had this kind of weeds if we'd have planted thick enough with our original food plot. Original food plot, we planted 45 pounds an acre. And we probably should have been more like 60 to 70 pounds. And we got a good stand. I mean, you see all the sun hemp still out here. And you see the odd grain sorghum. I found a sunflower head laying out here yesterday, but I cannot find it today. I don't know where it's at. I'm sure if we look around we can find one, but I cut a bunch of them. I come out here and cut a bunch of the sunflowers that they were growing, took them home. It was pretty. But as you can see, you know, there is a lot of life in this still with all this grass and all, and I'm sure we could find some deer bedding down here if we wanted to. But yeah, let's just walk off out in here. Let's see, so we still got some peas and mung beans and all out here growing. So it's just we got a lot of grass. Which the grass I'm not so much Don't worry about. I really like, we don't have any pigweeds in this plot. It's one thing you do not see out here is pigweeds. Very, very pleased with that. I think it's got a lot to do with how thick the weeds were the last 3 or 4 years out here. This is an old crop field. It's been out of production about 3 or 4 years now. And we got permission to come out here and plant it. And so that's why we're out here. But this is what it's been for about 3 or 4 years. All this weeds, mare's tail, dogwood, dog fennel, everything. That's what it's been for years now. And now we got this. And you know, I like it. It's this is rolled down real good. Like I said, I really want to come in here this fall and plant a real thick, I'm talking about like 2.5 bushel rye crop, maybe with some winter peas and some vetch mixed in for some you know, for some legumes out there. I just want to get it, I want to get it thick because I want a nice mat, because I want to try this next summer. I want to let that rye get up, not quite to anthesis, get it close though, then roll into it and plant soybeans and sunflowers. Roll down here to this other plot right quick. Hang out the window right quick. That just rolled really, really good. That's no spray out there, nothing. So that's why it's going to have some grass come back, but it's not going to be bad. This late in the year, we should get a lot more. We should get some sorghum and some sunflowers come up, and hopefully the buckwheat. We're planting a lot of buckwheat down there. So this down here, where we had a much thinner stand, you see we got a lot of stuff still standing up. So let's jump out and look. Now where we had, just like up there where we had a thicker stand, we had a better roll. We had a better flattening out. All this stuff, you can tell, just kind of come through here. If I had a sprayer set up and ready to go, I would come out here and spray this, probably just kind of kill what's out there. But this time of the year, I really want something out here, so I'm just gonna let what's here stay here and hope what we planted comes up and kind of fills in the gaps. But you can kind of see some of this stuff. If we had a crimper, this stuff would have been, all this would have been down too. So I do like the idea. I think it's more for the weed control is the better thing for it. But I'm just going to be real excited to see how well what we planted comes up. That's what I'm really excited to see, and I want to see what kind of stand we get with that. Just kind of walk through this. You can see we got what was in some mature grass down here that got rolled down. It stayed down. Now I think that is the biggest thing. If you can get some nice, mature, thick stuff to roll, it'll go down and it'll stay down. You can see this grass is dying, and this is a day later, so it's already drying out. This hot Georgia sun, doing a real good job. Some of this kind of got ran over a couple times because I turned around, but that just helped it lay down better. But that's yeah, that in a nutshell is what I wanted to come show you all today. If I had a sprayer, like I said, I would spray this, but we're just gonna let this come on up, see how it goes. If we just get something out here, it'll be nice, you know. I don't think anybody's gonna hunt it. We're just planting it just for experimental. But like I said, I'm gonna come back out here this fall, and if they'll let us, I'm gonna plant this whole entire thing in rye, and probably do some checks. I'll you know, I'll just plant straight into some of it. Some of it I might hair up because it's kind of got some unlevel, somebody like that spot that's bounced around in up there yesterday, about where the truck's at, or a little bit behind it, where it's some big holes and all. Some of it needs hairing about in that middle, but I might do that, kind of level some of it up. I might mow some of it, and some of it I might just plant into and just see what happens. So, you know, that's what we got coming. I'm gonna probably, this fall, I'll probably spray half, leave the other half green, and do like I say, mow some, hair some, just do a little bit of everything all in one plot. So we got a nice long plot. We can, you know, we can do some cross sections out here. It'd be kind of nice. And but you can see where we mowed, this stuff definitely dried out, died today. So shouldn't have. This is gonna be our nice control spot here. To get us a good, see what kind of stand we got, see what kind of germination we get out of this stuff. So, but yeah, this is gonna be good, and I look forward to seeing, you know, just come back out here in about a week, see what we got coming through, if anything, and then just do it every week, once a week, every week after that, just kind of get an idea how everything's going. So anyways, just wanted to show y'all what it looks like the day afterwards. And we got some stuff standing back up out here, but I'd say at least 50 to 55% of this laid down and stayed down. That other plot up there, I'd probably say at least 80% laid down and stayed down. We'll give it a week, come back, look at it again, just see how everything's going. But I got a feeling this plot's gonna look completely different. And given a week, I got a feeling all this grass and all gonna be nice and brown and dead, and we're gonna have some of this grain sorghum and all that's still standing up. We're gonna have a chance to get some moisture, and it'll take off, hopefully. And what we planted, I'm really looking forward to the buckwheat. That should be up first, and the grain sorghum that we planted, both of those should be up within about a week. Sunflowers take a little bit longer, but once they're up, they're gonna get going too. We'll just see. Hopefully it's all gonna work out for us. I got a good feeling about it. We're just gonna see how it goes. Well, I'll let y'all go, and hope y'all have a good day.